Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Just like I promised in the last tutorial, today I'm going to show you how to make chenille bangle. Now in the last tutorial we made this, we learned the basics of chenille stitch and we attached this magnetic clasp, and because you can't see what's inside, I made this small strips. So to start the chenille stitch you have to start with ladder stitch, so that in the bottom is the ladder stitch, and on top of that you build your chenille stitch. Now to be able to do the bangle, you see there is no ladder stitch, so you have to be able to start your chenille stitch without the ladder stitch, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. So for that I'm going to be using two different colors, so I decided to use some pink today. I hope you'll be able to see they're a bit sparkly. I might change them on the go, we'll see. They are both 11.0 Tohos. I will leave all the codes and numbers, everything in the description box, so don't forget to check it out after the tutorial. You'll need your Nymo size D, I'm going to be using white, and then you'll need your beading needle size 10. You'll need scissors to cut the thread, and of course we're going to start with the stop bead. So go ahead, get the materials ready, thread your needle, just take comfortable length, and in the description box I will leave a link to a short video where I show you how to add a thread if you don't know how to do that, so you check that out as well. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, this is my trial number 2. I tried to do pink with purple. The combo was nice, but you couldn't see it on the camera. They were both too shiny, so I changed the purple to turquoise, and let's see if it works. So I thread my needle. It's actually quite short, so I'll be able to show you on the camera very well instead of pulling my thread, but you take the comfortable length. So I'm gonna take my stop bead and leave a short tail that I can sew in later, and then reinforce my stop bead here. So that's all I have. I'm gonna just sew it in later, make 1 or 2 loops. And now we're gonna start with main color. I'm gonna pick up 6 main color beads, 6 pink, and I'm gonna zoom in from now, and I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna go through all those beads again, and then to be able to make the circle I'm gonna go through 2 more beads. And we have the circle. That's gonna be the base of our chenille stitch. And now I'm gonna pick up 1 cross bead, which is our turquoise. I'm gonna go through 2 main color beads. I think I need to zoom in a bit more. Pick up 1 cross bead. Go through 2 main color beads. Pick up 1 cross bead. Go through 2 main color beads. So now if you have a look at it, it looks like a triangle. But don't worry, once we add more beads, those tips are gonna stand up and be part of our circle tubular bracelet. So now I have to step up. I'm gonna go through the cross bead. And now it's time to add the main color bead. Pick up 2 main color, go through cross bead. Pick up 2 main color, go through next cross bead. Now it's a bit wonky in the beginning, so it's fine, don't worry. Pick up 2 main color and go through the last cross bead. And now look how it looks like. It's time to pull the thread now. I'm just gonna make sure I'm gonna be pushing, like, if I pull my thread, I'm just gonna make sure all the beads are turning into one direction. See? Looks like a cup. So holding that tension, now we're gonna step up. Come up, see where my thread is coming out? I'm gonna come up between those 2 main color beads. And now I'm gonna pick up cross bead and go down the next main color bead, skip that cross bead at the bottom, and then come up the next main color bead. Again, my second cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, pick up the next main color. And the last cross bead, the third one, go down the next main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the next main color, and now we step up, come out of that cross bead. And now it's time to pull our thread nice and tight. Now look, that's the base of our chenille. And now from here, what I do, it's gonna be repeating until the very end. We're gonna pick up 2 main color beads, go through the next cross bead, 2 main color beads, go through the next cross bead, 2 main color beads, go through the next cross bead, and then it's time to step up. I'm gonna come up between the next 2 main color beads. And now again, it's time to add the cross bead. Cross bead, down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the next main color. Cross bead, down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. Last cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. And it's time to step up, go through that cross bead. Again, 2 main colors, go through the cross bead. Sorry. 2 main color, go through the next cross bead. 2 main color, go through the next cross bead. And now it's time to step up. I come out between the next 2 main color beads. Again, cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. Next cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. Last cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom, go up the next main color. And now it's time to step up, so I'm gonna go through the next cross bead. Beautiful, isn't it? Again, 2 main color beads, next cross, go through the next cross bead. 2 main color beads, go through the next cross bead. 2 main color beads, go through the next cross bead. And now it's time to step up, come out between the next 2 main color beads. And now it's time for cross beads. 1 cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. I need to pull my needle a bit further. Okay. 1 cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. And the last cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. And now it's time to step up. We go through the cross bead. And I'm gonna show you one more time, and I'm gonna let you continue on your own. 2 main color beads, go through the cross bead. 2 main color beads, go through the cross bead. 2 main color beads, go through the cross bead. And now it's time to step up, come up between the next 2 main color beads. And now it's time for cross bead. 1 cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. Next cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom and go up the main color. And then the last cross bead, go down the main color, skip the cross bead at the bottom and go up the main color. And now it's time to step up, and you go through that cross bead. And then you just keep on repeating all the way until the very end. See how gorgeous it is? I'm not too sure about the color combo yet. I think I will see the result once I have quite a longer strip, but at least you can see what I'm doing. With the previous purple, it was impossible. So now I'm gonna let you continue, and you need to stop when you have the required length for your wrist. Now the bangle, when you take it through your wrist, make sure it goes through the thickest part. Now here, this is my thickest part of my wrist. And when I'm doing the Chenille stitch, when I think I have enough, I'm just gonna put it around here, and the two ends have to be touching each other. So that's when I stop. So that's when you stop as well, and then we're gonna make the connection. See, the thickest part, and then just rolls down. Okay. Easy. So go ahead, get the required length for your wrist. Make sure it goes through the thickest part of your wrist, and we're gonna do the connection then. Now I'm almost at the end, and I wanted to show you here, if I put it around the thickest part of my wrist, it's a bit hard, difficult to show, but I will try to, like if I take it around the thickest part of my wrist, say it's almost touching. So that's the length for my wrist. And now we will try and connect it. Now there is one moment you need to know. I specifically left out one layer. Just wanted to show you. Now we need to put it in a circle. So now let's zoom in a bit. My thread is coming out here, okay? So I want to be able to connect it to the other side, but I want to make sure it's not twisted around. You can do it if you want to do it specifically, you know, just twist it around and just connect it wherever you want, and your chenille will be twisted. But I don't want that. I want my chenille to be straight. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna find the place where my thread is coming out, and see this row of cross beads. I want to make sure that row of cross beads is on top, so it's not twisted. Like if I twist it around, see where my thread is coming out of? That row of cross beads is disappearing on the other side. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fix it. See, this is the row of beads I need. So here, this is the top. So now I see that cross beads at the top, and they're both meeting here. Now, I lined up my work, but you can see that cross beads here on top of each other, I won't be able to connect it. My chenille has to be a bit on the side like this. So while it's like this, I have both of my cross beads touching each other. I cannot connect it. So what I do in this case, I add another layer of chenille stitch. So I'm just gonna go ahead, continue my chenille, pick up two main color beads, go through cross bead. Pick up two main color beads, go through cross bead. Pick up two main color beads, go through cross bead, and then step up through the main color bead. And now I'm gonna add the cross beads. One cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. Next cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color. And my last cross bead, go down the main color, skip that cross bead at the bottom, go up the main color, and now I just step up. And now when I put it together, it should work. So again, I'm gonna line it. Let's see. So this, where my thread is coming out of, the cross bead, I'm gonna just follow my needle through that layer. See, it's twisted a bit, so I will turn it around a bit. So this is the cross bead I'm following. Yes, so now there is no cross bead on the other side, see? So there is no cross bead on the other side touching it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove my stop bead now. Just careful, I don't wanna damage this thread here. I do that all the time actually. But so now I'm gonna zoom in at that spot. I just wanna make sure again that my chenille stitch is not twisted. So I'm gonna follow that line of cross beads. Yes, and it's the opposite side here. So I'm gonna zoom in right now. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna connect them. See where my thread's coming out of? That cross bead there. I'm gonna come down between the see, that's the opposite side. So I'm gonna come down between those two main colors. The two ends of the chenille, that's where they're touching. So I just go down between those two main color beads and pull my thread. And now from here I can just pick it up, and just don't want to make sure this one's out of the way. This is just the tail. So I'm gonna pull my thread, and here I'm gonna go through that cross bead on the same side again. Here I'm just gonna twist the bracelet, go through the main color bead here, and now I'm gonna pick up the next cross bead on the other side. See? And now here I go back to the other side, go through the main color, go through the cross bead, and go through the main color. And again, here I'm gonna pick up the last cross bead on this side. And then back to the other side, go through the next main color bead, go through the cross bead, go through the next main color bead, and now here I go through that cross bead. That's where our thread was coming out in the very beginning. So that side is connected, but this side is not, so I'm just gonna go through this side. And now basically our chenille stitch is connected. Seamless, you don't see. Well, you know now, right now, because you see where the thread's coming out, but look, it's seamless. That's how you connect it. Now I'm just gonna stop, make sure the video caught everything. If not, I'll try again. Okay, I checked the video, it seems fine. And now I'm just gonna, that's basically it. All you do now is just tie off both ends. I'm gonna show you how I do one side, and then you're gonna finish off the next side. So here my thread's coming out, and then I'm just gonna follow a natural path of the threads. I'm just gonna go up these beads here. I'm just gonna go straight through two beads. That's my tail there. See? I'm just gonna follow a couple of beads here. And now here I'm gonna tie my first knot. A simple overhand knot, and then again I'm gonna take my thread a bit further, two beads at a time. You can do one at a time if you can't. Here I'm gonna tie my second knot. That is if I can. I have to pick up the thread there with a small loop. Take my needle through, and then pull the thread, and then I'm just gonna take my needle away from that knot, couple rows of beads, and then I'm gonna cut the thread. Go ahead, do the same with the other side, and then we'll have a look at our bracelets. And that's how you make your chenille bangle. So we did the bracelet, and this is probably my choice. I would do this one than this. I really like that clasp. But if you don't have that magnetic clasp, instead of buying it and looking for it, you can just make the bangle. All you need is beads and thread. And I really like it. It's very easy to put on. It's very easy to take off as well. So here are my two bangles. And here's my bracelet. And they look just the same. Right? I just love it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure you like the video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and stay tuned for the upcoming tutorials. See ya!